All right. For our midterm proposal presentation, our paper was on the effect of automation and robotics in the manufacturing industry.
Um, a little introduction. I'm Sawyer. I'm a manufacturing engineer at Wabash National, and I have a bachelor's of science in mechanical engineering technology.
I'm Carson Rhodes. I work as an automation engineer at Flexware Innovations, and I graduated with a bachelor's of science in electrical engineering technology.
For our current problem, advanced robotics and automation have impacted the manufacturing industry and kind of leaving everyone wondering what the future of manufacturing is headed, and how to be better prepared for the future. So we just want to aim to do better with preparing students and future engineers with how they can be ready to enter the manufacturing industry.
For motivation, both of us, the authors that are working in the manufacturing industry, and research on the effects of automation and robotics in manufacturing. We believe that this can help students when choosing future topics to study and skills to master. This research will hopefully provide insights into the current state of the manufacturing industry and how automation has and will continue to affect the industry and job requirements.
For our literature review, for existing literature, the topic has been looked at regarding a wide range of criteria, including productivity, environment, job requirements, cost analysis, quality, and many more. The research is, however, debated if automation and robotics is overall positive for the given criteria or negative. Many different sources either claim automation has destroyed their employment numbers and job requirements, or it has completely increased productivity. So there is debate among different resources. The research, how our research will stand out is where we plan to have real world examples, also combined with the research leading up to the current Industry 4.0 methodologies, hopefully combining past automation and manufacturing procedures, all leading up to today's world with that automation and robotics, comparing the difference in productivity, the job requirements, cost, and everything in between.
For our research objective, the objective of this study was to understand the effects of increasing the usage of robotics and automation in the manufacturing industry. And kind of by taking into account all the different factors that Sawyer was just mentioning, will be how we're going to reach a conclusion. Our research question is as follows. Has the increased usage of robotics and automation had a positive effect on the manufacturing industry? And like you said, this is somewhat debated with the question of missing jobs, but there's just many pros and cons that need to be weighed out before a conclusion can be made.
So the purpose of our study is to draw a conclusion on if automation and robotics has had a positive effect on the industry, determine if automation and robotics has had a negative effect on employment, and determine automation and robotics effect on productivity and quality in the manufacturing industry as a whole.
For our hypothesis, we state that automation and robotics have had a positive effect on productivity, environment, job requirements, and quality in the manufacturing industry.
For our variables, the dependent variable is the positive effect of automation. It will be looked at in the form of increased productivity numbers, increased profits from previous years without automation, or increases in higher paying employment positions. The independent variable is the amount of automation incorporated into the process. So some processes may be fully automated and do not need human intervention, while others may include a slight automation, and some others might previously had no automation at all and were all based on human interaction. The moderating variable is the amount of money that the company allocates for robotics and automation improvements. Companies with larger budgets may affect the amount of automation and robotics that can be implemented. And our mediating variable This could be considered the downsides of implementing new equipment and stopping productions, as well as troubleshooting through any issues that may appear. This can also include the backlash of laying off employees. So the mediating variable kind of takes into account that lost production time when you're setting up a new robot arm, or if the robot arm goes down and you have to troubleshoot it, and then also laying off all those employees who the robot has now replaced.
Our data collection plan first begins with looking at the data collection methods. For this paper, we've used trusted databases and articles, as well as peer-reviewed research papers, and if necessary, we plan to use a survey. To break down the survey a little bit, this would be a survey that's given to workers who have been in the manufacturing industry for over 15 years. The reason for this is to kind of hit the veterans who have actually firsthand seen the impact of automation in their industry. It would be made up of around 10 to 15 questions, and the workers will answer the questions based on the effect that they have had in the industry with one of the 5 options. As you can see below, each one has a score with a neither or positive or negative effect being 0. Basically, from there, we can average the answer value, which will then be calculated to show the positive and negative effects of different changes in the industry.
Some survey example questions include things such as what effect has increases in automation had on production numbers. Then those veteran workers would either reply with very negative, very positive, neither negative or positive, and we would calculate that score. Some other examples are what effect has a decrease in human assembly had on employment numbers? What effect has an increase in automation had on overall quality of products? And what effect has an increase in robotics had on quality? We're going to try and structure our survey around kind of those different points of our hypothesis regarding quality, productivity, employment, and cost overall, and also throw in some regarding the environment. Then our survey results criteria. The questions will then be rounded to the nearest whole value. So -2 would be very negative, 2 would be very positive, and then it'll be rounded everywhere in between. For example, if an average answer value of 1.25 for the what effect has increase in automation had on production numbers, that'll result in the veteran workers feeling that has a positive effect, and that'll be our conclusion for the increase in automation on production numbers. So overall, our project is on the effect of robotics and automation in the manufacturing industry. And we plan to look further into this problem and see how we can help better prepare students and future companies and how to focus on different skills and if investing in automation and robotics is worthwhile in the long run.